They moved like clockwork, silent, fast, polite, in and out in less than 2 minutes, and millions would vanish. This is the true story of the Stopwatch Gang, one of the most brilliant criminal crews in North America, and the heist that made them legends. In the 1970s and 1980s, bank robberies were common, but none were executed quite like those pulled off by the Stopwatch Gang. The group consisted of 3 Canadians: Paddy Mitchell, the mastermind and planner, charismatic, sharp, and a born leader; Reid, the smooth talker, who later became a published novelist. He provided the calm front. Lionel Wright, the quiet genius and logistics man. He handled surveillance, security systems, and timing. They earned the name Stopwatch Gang because of how precisely they timed their heists. One of them would often carry a stopwatch, timing every movement to the second. Unlike most criminals, they avoided violence, didn't yell or shoot. They were always polite, even offering apologies to hostages. But behind that calm demeanor was ruthless precision and military-style planning. Over their careers, they are believed to have stolen over $15 million from dozens of banks across Canada and the United States. What set the Stopwatch Gang apart was their obsession with detail. Each heist began with weeks of surveillance. They observed banks from nearby rooftops and rented spaces. They mapped guard routines and customer traffic. They rehearsed entry and exit routes down to the second. They often rented hotel rooms or offices near the target bank, blending in like regular people. No one suspected the quiet men reading newspapers were casing million-dollar targets. They chose small banks with weak security, especially in malls or low surveillance areas. Their signature style? In and out in under 2 minutes, fast enough that police couldn't even respond to alarms in time. Their most infamous and daring heist took place in San Diego, California in 1980. This wasn't just any robbery, it was a masterclass in criminal strategy. The Stopwatch Gang set their sights on a Bank of America branch. But not for the cash registers. They were going after the safety deposit vault, where wealthy clients kept their most valuable belongings: cash, jewels, rare coins. The gang rented an office space in the same building, pretending to be regular businessmen. They studied the vault, guard routines, and even climbed into the building's ventilation system to map out an entrance. They spent over a month preparing, charting every movement with stopwatch precision. On Labor Day weekend, when the bank was closed, they made their move. They entered through the roof, silently cutting into the structure above the vault room. Using specialized tools, they disabled the alarm systems and cracked open the vault. Over several hours, they emptied hundreds of safety deposit boxes, taking cash, diamonds, gold, and more. The total haul? An estimated $2.5 million, worth over $9 million today. What's more incredible, no alarms were triggered, no one saw them, and there was no violence. By the time staff returned on Tuesday, the vault had been cleaned out, and the Stopwatch Gang was already hundreds of miles away. The FBI was baffled. There were no fingerprints, no surveillance footage, and no forced entry at the front. They thought it was an inside job. Only later, after tracking down Paddy Mitchell months later in a separate incident, did they connect the dots to the San Diego job. Eventually, all 3 members were captured in separate operations. Paddy Mitchell escaped from prison, but was caught again and sentenced to 65 years in the US, where he died in 2007. Reid served prison time, but later became a best-selling author, publishing a memoir titled Jackrabbit Parole, reflecting on his life of crime. He died in 2018. Lionel Wright faded into obscurity after prison, silent as he had always been. The Stopwatch Gang wasn't just fast, they were brilliant. And in a world of reckless robbers, they proved that silence, planning, and timing could outmatch violence. To this day, they remain a legend in criminal history, a crew of gentlemen thieves, ghosts of the vault, and masters of time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing from you. Until next time, stay safe, stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next one.